Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here, back in Korna after our little brief respite in Istan after getting some injured Sunspheres out. We are here in the Dejok Inlet. And this is probably what this episode is going to be about, the Dejok Inlet. We're going to be doing, this is actually a bonus mission, so we're going to be doing this mission here. So let's read the outpost description as normal. The settlement at Dejok Inlet was destroyed long ago by Centaur raid, but that hasn't kept the Corsairs and smugglers out. Now a busy base of operations for a number of dastardly deeds. You best mind your manners in Dejok before the townfolk decide to educate you on Corsair etiquette. So it's a Corsair town, basically. It's got, you see like some of the remains of the destroyed parts of the town. I like how it's nighttime here. Kind of makes you get the little spookies, you know, going. Have a little bit of a run around and look at this outpost. A lot of Corsair characters hang out. Your face makes me smile. Want to know why? Look in a mirror if you need a hint. Damn, you said you're pretty. What a weirdly nice Corsair. I think this is just the it's just the portal out there. But there's some more houses up there on the cliff. I like these huts. It's actually almost kind of Istani. I think this is actually reminds me a bit more of Istani architecture. Because I think Korna tends to be more on the ground kind of stuff, but this is very much more Istani near the ocean style stuff. We got the nets here. Got little crabbies. Look at them. They even move, little crabbies. I think this guy will actually take you back to Istan. The course activity these days, there aren't many captains willing to travel too far from where I would get you as far as Kamadan. Are you interested? Yeah, he'll get you back to Kamadan. Interesting. So here's Sun Spirit Captain, who is dressed like a Cornin, which I mentioned. I also love this fire with the... At night, you know, you can picture this place to be kind of cold, a little windy. Although I guess it's kind of protected because of all this wreckage. Let's talk to this guy. Hi. You're just... the strong adventurer I've been looking for. Received word that the dastardly Corsairs are constructing guild halls on the nearby islands to stage rage on our ships and villages. We cannot stand. We must strike now and destroy their islands before they can amass a large force. Oh, I thought that he talked about why he was dressed like a Cornin military dude, maybe to hide. Here's a little well with some things. But yeah, let's go on into the missions. So this mission's kind of cool. It basically has you assaulting different guild halls. On various islands. And it's actually pretty cool because it's actually more or less a chance to show off the new guild halls that were added in this game, or in this expansion. Maybe we'll have an episode where I run around all the guild halls. Let me know if that's something you might be interested in, but we might do an episode where we show off all the different guild halls because they actually have been adding a lot. There were some in Prophecies, they added some in Cantha, they added some in Nightfall. I don't think there were any added in Eye of the North. But these missions kind of have you go around some of the guild halls added in Nightfall and fight off the Corsairs, which is kind of cool. Kind of a cool way to show off the guild halls to the people who maybe didn't have them or, you know, couldn't get new ones. So, yeah. We'll probably take a look at all the different guild halls. That'll probably be a bonus episode maybe one day when I'm feeling, you know, just like chilling out for an episode. Not that all the episodes are not generically very chill. But essentially, yeah, we have a certain amount of time. We have to go through the mission and clear out essentially the enemy guild lord. It's kind of a mini, what's the word I'm looking for? GVG, for lack of a better term. It's kind of similar to how GVG works, but versus NPCs, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this guild hall is pretty cool. You got one of these big, I think these are called turtle ships. I might be wrong about that, or maybe there's swan ships. I know there's turtle ships, swan ships, and I think there's one more. And they're like for the different sizes of these ships. I might be wrong about that. I know swan ships 100% are one. But turtle ships, I might be thinking of the things in Cantha that are like literally turtles. But yeah, this is where the enemy guild lord is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this we'll definitely. Now that I'm thinking about it, we definitely are gonna have an episode where I show off all the guild halls. That might even be within the next couple episodes. Because we really haven't got a chance to look at all of them. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll wait till we finish Nightfall, so we've seen all the different locations in game, so we know what all of them are inspired by. Also, kind of funny, I like that for the Guild Lord, they use just like the default Guild Lord from like the actual PvP and stuff. It's like, he doesn't look like a Corsair at all. He's a, you know, he's a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like factions, dude. And that's a cool part there, where whenever you defeat the Corsair Lord, you move to the next island. And now we have to find the Guild Lord. I think there are actually two on this map. We go up here? No, I think we have to go down there and around. I think this is my guild hall, so this is actually kind of sad that I don't know where I'm going, but this is not part of the map I normally hang out on, so... The guild halls are pretty cool. They're definitely, like, set up for PvP, so there's a lot of parts that you don't actually use in the actual, like, guild hall part of it, for lack of a better term. Like, the actual part you hang out in as a player, not in the PvP map. But it's kind of cool that the, like, main, you know, PvP mode, GVG, which of course is what kind of, you know, game is named Guild Wars, so the actual Guild Wars take place in an outpost that you hang out in a lot of the time, so you kind of, you know, the idea was you kind of know your guild hall better, you know, the guild hall that you're in gives you a little bit of an advantage, you know the lay of the land better. And every guild hall kind of has its own unique, or a lot of them have their own unique features, besides just the purely visual. A lot of them will have special, like, environmental traps and stuff like that, depending on their theme for PvP. Which is pretty cool. A Vabi Scimitar. Oh, this is a little bit of a preview into Vabian architecture, I should have mentioned. Yeah, this is Vabian themed, this one. So there's a little preview of what we can expect whenever we head to Vabi in the next couple episodes. At least that's where we're going. Corsair Torture. You messing up. I think the way these islands work is the first one only has one guild lord on it, and then this one has 2 guild lords on it. And I think then the third one will have 3. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see whenever we get there. But I think that's how it goes. It goes up in the amount of lords you actually have to slay. It's actually quite rough to get a high score on this. At least I remember it being a little bit annoying to try to get a high score on this as a kid. Compared to a lot of the other missions. But yeah. This is very much the Vabian themes, kind of Middle Eastern, Arabian Nights kind of stuff with the turquoise tops. And that big floating thing over there is very Vabian. They have like these magical floating islands, or floating, I think they're called floating gardens, actually. That in Guild Wars 2, we actually get to fly around some of them because you have more access to the vertical axis in Guild Wars 2. So it's pretty cool. That was something I was keen to explore whenever we got to this region in Guild Wars 2. Crude Shield, 8 tactics. What does Cost have? 8 strength. I think it costs is a strength user, right? He does have the tactics to use it. Let's see what's on it. 42 health in stance. What's on this? Nothing? This is probably better. Oh yeah, this is just better by default. It's got more armor, so even if it didn't have that bonus HP in stance, it'd be better. Oh, looks like somebody teleported up into the thick of things. Let's go save her. Give her some armor. Give her some damage reduction. Just pray that's enough to keep her alive for now. Looks like it will be. Bring all of our friends up here now. Oh, get that doctor. Get that shat out there. Try to heal up the boys. Keep them from taking too much damage. But yeah, I really dig this blue turquoise Vabian architecture. I don't know, I've always kind of digged like the Arabian Nights themes in games, and like I've always kind of enjoyed that aesthetic. I think it's pretty cool. I think partially because I really like fantasy games, and like, so I really like, you know, by fantasy I mean like very traditional, like European, for lack of a better term, style fantasy. We could use the portal now, which is back down here. You know, knights and castles kind of thing. So this is like a similar time period kind of aesthetic, which is what I like. The same thing why I think I like traditional Eastern aesthetics, too. It's a very similar time period. We have to kill this thing or else they're not going to come with us, are they? We'll let them kill it. So yeah, I think that's why I kind of like this as well, because it's adjacent but not necessarily the same. Let's hope they all teleport with us whenever I take this portal, because Koss is going to get stuck up there. Okay, he does. Thank God. Alright, this is the next island. I think this is the last of the 4 islands. I could be wrong about that. We'll see after we clear it on out. Yeah, but you definitely spend quite a bit of time in these missions running back and forth, so if you're going to do this for yourself, I definitely would recommend bringing party-wide speed boosts. Whether that's a consumable, the EU, or the just skills like incoming fallback. Because you do have to spend quite a bit of time just walking back and forth across these different little islands. But this is very much the... this is the Cornin themed one, if you can tell. Very much Cornin architecture going on. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually been in this one that much. This is one of the few... There's a couple guild halls that were kind of like were the more popular guild halls because they were convenient or they had cool, like the cooler aesthetics. And those are the ones I've definitely spent a lot of time in. I definitely haven't spent a lot of time in like this one or similar ones. We're gonna die here, probably. Maybe not. Maybe we're fine. Yeah, this is if there's ever a time to pop double adrenaline and try to get the save yourselves up enough. Now's the time. Alright, once they start dying, we should be good. To save yourselves up again. Yeah, save yourselves is so good. We're preventing so much damage between that and there's nothing to fear. 35% damage reduction is just so huge. As well as giving off a nice little heal whenever it ends. It's not a lot, but you know, it's, you know, 10% of someone's max HP, which is not insignificant. I hope we were able to finish this. I might not actually have enough time to finish this. Actually, we'll get another minute for killing this guild lord. We should be fine. But yeah, if your team is not absolutely blasting and you don't have the ability to get around real quick, it can definitely... This can end up being kind of a hard mission to finish. You can actually walk across the water there. But I'm going to go back the way we came so we don't have to fight as many mobs. So hopefully we can do it a little bit quicker. Looks like the next guy is down here in like this cave. Pretty cool. Pretty schnifty. But yeah, this is one of the bonus missions from this game. Or I'm trying to think how many challenge missions. How many challenge missions there are? I don't think there was any back here. Like I don't think I missed a single outpost here. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I don't think there's any challenge missions on Istan. And there might be one in each of the regions past here, I think. So there might be 3 or 4 more. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. There might be 2 in Corner. I don't think there is, but there might be. I know there's at least 1 more. But I don't necessarily remember past that, sadly. I'm going to try to aggro just some of these guys now, not the whole squad. Because as much as the team can definitely tank for a long amount of time, it's definitely quicker to get through these guys whenever we can focus fire. So let's see if we can get these down pretty quick. We're still looking out for weapons for everybody. We just got Koss a new shield, but I haven't really seen many things. It's not a big deal for our casters. It's more of a big deal for Koss and Milani not having better martial weapons because, you know, a lot of their damage scales off it. It definitely could be a little annoying trying to gear all your heroes if you were an actual new player. I guess you would just end up crafting them a whole bunch of weapons, but especially when you have to get mods and everything, if you didn't have a very large source of income because you weren't like a speed clearer or like you didn't do high-end farming or anything like that, like it definitely could be quite expensive to get all your heroes geared and stuff like that. Let alone if you wanted them to actually have like cool skins and stuff. Alright, there we go. Got another minute from killing that guild lord. Now let's see if we can make it to the portal. I think I'm just going to beeline it for it since we only have a minute. Or actually, is this the only group between? This looks like it's the only group, so it looks like we'll just kill these guys. Excuse me. I apologize. But I'm pretty sure this was the last guild hall for this mission, because something interesting it does is it only shows you the 3 guild halls. There are actually 5 guild halls from this game that were added, but it only shows you the 3 that make sense. I'm not going to ruin what the other ones are, because that's, you know, different depending on where we go in the story. But it shows you the ones for the 3 human nations on Alona, basically, I believe. Yeah, now we're back in the first one. So now essentially, you just keep looping through the islands. But we are actually perfectly timed in that we're going to run out of time here. So let's just see what happens whenever we run out of time. It's just probably just going to kick us back to the outpost, but you know. Got the whole squad with us here. We should be getting a new hero soon, so we should be able to really replace this henchman. Which I will be happy to. Sadly, I don't think we will not be getting another Mesmer. Actually, this character might not get a Mesmer until much later in the game, because of some other decisions. Actually, wait, no. No, I think we're good. Okay. Actually, yeah, this character probably will not be getting another Mesmer hero until much later in the game. So that was it. All that happens is you just get some gold. Oh, we got a stolen Sunspear armor. So this is a hero armor. What hero armors are is they are items that you can give to this guy here, and he'll give you a different skin for one of your heroes based on whichever armor you give him, which is a pretty cool mechanic. And there's 3 per hero that drop from various challenge missions or things in this game. I think there's 2 kind of unique ones per. By unique, I mean there might be like 3 or 4 challenge missions, and each of the heroes gets 2 from each challenge mission, and then there's 1 from the end game of Nightfall that all of the heroes from Nightfall share. So we might I don't know if we're actually end up using this, but it's just kind of, it's something kind of cool. It's a cool system that was added. But that's going to be all for today. I want to thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you in the next one where we'll be continuing on our adventure to Vabi. Bye-bye.